There's a little Jimi Hendrix here in the background for you. Kick this one off. Good stuff. Okay, three videos coming to you, trying to keep them short so that they're manageable with regards to probably blowing up your canvas with all the assignments and things that are coming up. So let me go through all of those things that have been posted, talk to you a little bit about how we're going to end this up. So this video is talking about two assignments. I guess they'll do SRI still this year. Be interesting to see how those play out, but we are asked to make sure that 75% of our classes do it. I guess it's part of our job. So I'm gonna post an assignment for you to turn in your SRI, 15 free points on the assignment side of things, because that's kind of the most critical point area. So get those done if they do them. If not, we'll not do them, but we'll just see how that goes this semester. And any feedback from the clients that you have in terms of how to make the communication better, the projects better, love to hear that. In addition to that, I have up on the screen one of your other assignments that is an individual peer evaluation. And I want to make a couple things clear before I explain how this assignment works. The first thing I want to make clear is I don't give any of you individually the power to pass or fail another student. In semesters past, if we've talked about these peer evaluations, I know that a lot of students with their conscience don't want to be that person responsible for failing someone else, but I don't give you that power, but I do want to give you the power to give me feedback in terms of how the groups went with the individuals in them. So this document here, peer evaluation form, is required to get done. You need to do this. Everybody has to do this right here. No exceptions. Failure to complete an evaluation will automatically limit your final grade to B. Now, you need to make sure you do this evaluation precisely as I explain it to you, and not just something that you breeze over very quickly. I actually want you to spend a little bit of time on this. So the way that this works is you are going to have 100 points to assign to group members. So for numbers' sake, let's say you have 5 group members, including yourself, in your group. That's an average of 20 points per person. You cannot assign more than 100 points. So in this case, you would divide that 100 points by 5 people, or 20 points each. Therefore, that's kind of your average. A good group member would get 20 points. So I know a lot of you would then want to come in here, write your name in here, write all of your group members, and then just give them all 20. And that is not going to count as a completed assignment. What I want you to do is I want you to actually give some people a little bit more and some people a little bit less. Again, you have to only use 100 points. It has to add up to 100 when you're done evaluating. So going back to 5 members, if you give somebody 21 points, it means you have to give somebody 19. You can give them 20 and a half, 19 and a half, but you cannot just give all members 20 points and walk away. I want you to actually talk about those who you felt contributed a little bit more and a little bit less. Now, I want you to understand though, that unless you give somebody an exceptionally high score and others an exceptionally low score, this isn't really going to affect their grade one way or another. So what does exceptional mean? Right here in black, exceptional variation means plus or minus 5 points or more, okay? So if you give somebody 15 and somebody 25, it means somebody did a lot more work than someone else, significant amount. But if the range of plus and minus is less than 5, then it really means, yeah, they did more, but everybody contributed enough. Now, I'm also not going to just take one person's evaluation. Maybe there are 2 people who didn't get along in the group and they can't stand each other, so they give each other low scores. I'm going to actually take all of the group members and compile those scores together to decide if your grade is impacted. Now, this can also help impact someone's grade who was an exceptional member of the group. That is that they, took the reins, took the lead, and did a lot more than everyone else. So you can actually reward people and penalize people. But if you give somebody an exceptionally high or low score, I want you to write it here in this feedback box. I just want you to say, this is what happened, or this is the scenario, or this is why the score. If you think everybody contributed pretty much the same, then just say that. But again, don't give them all average scores. Give somebody a little bit more than others, but just keep it a minimal difference and spend some time working on this document. I think, I haven't heard too much about too many problems in most groups, so I don't expect much, but I do want you to complete this and give me some feedback onto the groups and onto your team members. Okay, this is an individual assignment. It's due at the end of the semester by the 30th. You need to get it done. It needs to be done because it could really impact your grade if you don't do it, and you need to spend some time on it. Don't give me just average scores. Okay, so that being said, if you have any questions about this, let me know, and I'll of course respond either by email or through announcements. Thanks.